One more thing we're going to learn about today. Let's learn a little bit more about how to be heroes, right? One way to be heroes is to stop bullying and stop hate. Another way to be heroes is to fight the climate crisis, right? Stop eating meat, right? Another way to be heroes, wear a mask. Wear a mask.
Hi, me Cookie Monster. It's story time today.
Preschool learning, right? Because this is what we need to be teaching children.
Heroes were
We need to be teaching children that anthropomorphized monster dolls are role models for how to behave in the world.
It's a super exciting day. Elmo's off to school. Join Elmo as he gets ready to be a hero by learning about masks and hand washing. Today, Elmo is going to school. Elmo is super excited and super nervous. To feel better, he puts his hands on his belly. Then he takes a slow, deep breath in through his nose and lets it out through his mouth. Elmo feels better now. Time to get ready for school. First, Elmo washes his hands. Mommy says hand washing is super important. Wash your hands to the ABC song. Elmo wets his hands and uses soap to make lots of bubbles. He scrubs
So
for
many
20
bubbles.
seconds.
So
Then
many
rinses and
bubbles. Oh, this are your hero. You could be a
Elmo eats a
hero.
healthy breakfast.
You could be a
He has
hero.
lots of super strength to learn and play. Elmo's mommy tells him what to expect at school today.
Oh.
First, you may have your temperature taken, and you'll need to wear your mask. Keep a safe distance from your friends and give them a big wave, but no hugs. Okay, Elmo?
No hugs. No hugs, Elmo. You can't give your friends hugs anymore. That's how you be a hero, Elmo. Wash your hands. Wash your hands over and over again. Clean the outside of the cup, Elmo. If you just wash your hands, eat your breakfast, and don't hug your friends, you are a hero, Elmo.
Yes, Mommy. And Elmo remembers he shouldn't touch his nose, eyes, or mouth after he
Don't
washes
touch your
his
nose,
hands.
your eyes, or mouth. Don't touch your nose or your eyes or your mouth. That's what mean people do who don't care about Elmo. That's what the bullies do. They give hugs. Bullies give hugs and they don't wear masks. Bullies give hugs. They don't wear masks. And they're mean, Elmo. They don't chant the right slogans, Elmo. Okay? Oh. Can you believe people give this to their children? This is the sludge that people are shoveling into the minds of their vulnerable children instead of real positive role models, right? Instead of having an actual mother, an actual father. This is what gets pushed. Your kids can play with Tickle Me Elmo. With Love is Love, Tickle Me Elmo to help fight bullying. To help fight the undefined bullies and be a hero.
Night, Daddy.
Good night, buddy. I'll see you later, okay?
Okay, later.
All right. High five.
Oh, Elmo still feels nervous about going to school. It's been a while since he has seen his friends. Elmo takes another belly breath to help himself feel better. Slowly in through Elmo's nose, out of Elmo's mouth. Elmo and Mommy pack Elmo's backpack with everything he needs. Elmo has a face mask to wear at school, and whenever he leaves home, Mommy says that wearing a mask is important because it keeps everyone healthy.
Yeah, Elmo wearing that mask makes everyone healthy. That makes everyone healthy. Deprive yourself of oxygen with your muzzle because that makes everyone healthy. And this is going to make you mentally
Let's
healthy,
try on the mask.
right? Teaching you all these things, this will make you so healthy.
Elmo doesn't wear his mask when he does schoolwork at home, though. Mommy says Elmo only has to wear it when he goes out.
Oh, how nice. If you do your homework at home, you do your school at home on your big tech surveillance devices, then you don't have to wear the mask. You don't have to deal with all these oppressive measures if you just stay locked in your homes. But if you want to go out of your home, You have to do all the rituals to make you feel uncomfortable so that you can accept what's coming further down the line. What we've been telling you is coming further down the line. I remember this push towards
Mommy said.
globally a centralized global education system is now coming into fruition. And what we see in the third world is the children are still not able to go see their friends at school, not able to be in buildings, not able to go see their teachers. They're kept at home, and the governments are pushing, these governments here in South America are pushing for all the children to have iPads or phones. They want phones, one phone for each child, so that they can do all of their education online. So all the education comes through their big tech surveillance devices. Okay, so it's so uncomfortable to go to school. It's so dangerous. It's so bad. But if you'll just stay locked up in your homes all the time and just vie for social credits on the internet and just whore yourselves out for likes and just become a prostitute on OnlyFans, you might as well just cut straight to the chase. Let's all just become prostitutes on OnlyFans from our homes. Everyone could be a cam girl now. And so it's the surveillance economy. Jacques Attali wrote about this in his book, Brief History of the Future, which you've got right here. Jacques Attali published this book. I think it came out in about 2005, but it was published in English in 2009. Jacques Attali's Brief History of the Future. It's got a quote from Kissinger on the front of it. Another genocidal maniac. But in this book, the man who basically reared Emmanuel Macron, the leader of France right now, who was an investment banker before he became prime minister. I think it's president. They call him president over there. He says in this book that in the future world that must be built, right? That must be built out of necessity, because it's progress, right? This myth of the linear progress of the West, this linear progress of civilization, this post-Enlightenment unleashing of the creative spirit and the freedom of the Enlightenment is bringing us this progress to where the future economy is all based on surveillance. Everything based on surveillance. And he predicted this before the smartphone was even in people's hands. He said people will be living nomadic lifestyles, that these devices will allow people to be digital nomads. And those digital nomads will be the vanguard for the change of cultures and for the destruction of the old order and the destruction of old cultures and the bringing in of a new surveillance-based economy where everything is about constant surveillance of everything, including our vital signs, organ function, blood. And what do we see here? What do we see with the so-called Great Reset? Right? The Great Reset, the World Economic Forum has been writing about since at least, was it like back in March? Or was it after March when they released the literature on the Great Reset? So Klaus Schwab, the Great Reset, talking about the importance of a full societal reset, about the importance of a change in the way we live, a change in the way we do business, a change in every single aspect of our life, especially the social fabric of our lives. Talking about this movement towards degrowth, a movement that embraces zero or even negative GDP growth. Remember that zero carbon, net zero carbon? What is it? What is it that you exhale, that your children's exhale? That's carbon. Carbon dioxide. What is it that plants breathe? Carbon. And this has been called an environmental toxin. It's been called an environmental toxin. Your exhalations are environmental toxins. We need degrowth. Klaus Schwab and the World Economic Forum want to remake every aspect of our lives. Every single aspect of our lives. I'm looking through through Klaus's book, The Great Reset, his newer version of The Great Reset, the CV19 version. And here's the quote I was looking for. Talking about moving towards options that would sustain future economic activity at a level that matches the satisfaction of our material needs with the respect of our planetary boundaries. These ideas of arbitrarily defined by technocrats planetary boundaries. Planetary boundaries. The municipality of Amsterdam is the first in the world to have formally committed to this framework. A framework resembles a donut in which the inner ring represents the minimum we need to live a good life. How is this defined? Well, as enunciated by the UN's Sustainable Development Goals. So the Sustainable Development Goals get to tell us what it is to have a good life, what it is to be happy, and what your well-being is. This term well-being is going to become more prominent now. The outer ring, the ecological ceiling defined by Earth system scientists. Boundaries not to be crossed by human activity to avoid environmentally negative impact on climate, soil, oceans, the ozone layer, fresh water, and biodiversity. They talk about they want this whole crisis that we're dealing with now to, quote, accelerate changes in many of our well-entrenched social norms. All right, so now it's getting into the changing images of man stuff, right? SRI, Stanford Research Institute's publication, The Changing Images of Man, where they outline ways that you can nudge the culture into behavioral changes long term through social engineering techniques via media, mostly through mass media, right? Joseph Campbell was involved in the writing of that document. So they want to accelerate changes in many of our well-entrenched social norms, a quote from our buddy Klaus Schwab over here. If we collectively recognize that beyond a certain level of wealth defined by GDP per capita, happiness depends more on intangible factors, such as accessible healthcare and a robust social fabric than on material consumption. So they want to focus more on quantifying things like your happiness and your intangible factors like accessible healthcare and a robust social fabric. So these are the people pushing Cardi B on you. These are the people pushing pee-pee and the poo-poo as enlightenment. And they're going to give you a robust social fabric. The people that are advising the World Economic Forum, that are advising you to be locked in your homes. The people that are telling your daughters to go whore themselves out on OnlyFans. What? These people want to help you with your well-being, right? They want to help measure your happiness. The values is different as the respect. Let's move forward a little bit here. If the direction and quality of economic growth matter as much as, or perhaps even more than its speed, what are likely to be the new drivers of this quality in the post-pandemic economy? They're talking about the circular economy. The new green economy. An economy where more things are automated, where only through jumping through certain hoops in order to get your social credit score up are you able to participate in the perks and benefits of being at the upper echelons of society. It's essentially like a Gattaca-style eugenics-based society where you cannot do anything without things like a health passport, which when this first started, and we were talking about this is what's coming. Global health passports, standardized global medical passports. This was, oh, that's crazy. That's not going to happen. That's impossible. That's a conspiracy theory. Well, now they're rolling it out. Okay, so the mask, locking you in your homes, changing the way children are educated.
If you believe that you are being gaslighted, then speak out. Come and speak to someone. Make friends within the vegan community.
Whoa. All right, so Elmo preparing the way in this new normal that's just so healthy. It's so healthy. Because heroes wear masks.
Grandma wears one because heroes wear masks to keep others safe. All of Elmo's friends will be wearing masks at school too.
They're all heroes.
Elmo wears a mask just like this. He wants to be a hero too.
Everyone's a
What
hero.
Your mask nervous again. He knows just what to do. Elmo puts his hands on his belly, takes a slow, deep breath in through his nose, and lets it out slowly out of his mouth. Now he's ready to go. Elmo asks Mommy where his friends are. Mommy says Elmo's friends will get to school differently. Some ride the bus, some walk.
How they always
and
have
some
these,
go
they already
in
have
cars.
these printed out and in kids' hands.
Remember, you can give Mommy a hug and a kiss. but you have to wave to your friends.
Can't touch friends.
Elmo practices
You're a
his
hero.
best wave for Mommy
You're
as
a
he
hero.
says goodbye. Bye, Mommy. Elmo is nervous about leaving home, but also excited to go to school. When the bus arrives at school, Elmo and his friends line up at a safe distance from each other. Elmo remembers what his mommy told him and gives his friends big waves.
Big waves. Oh.
Elmo is excited to be with his friends, even if they have to sit far apart. School is going to be so much fun.
No.
Elmo has a
No.
very busy and very fun day
Oh,
at school.
Elmo had a great
Elmo
time
goes
being
to walk.
indoctrinated at
When
school.
he gets back inside.
Elmo is now properly freaked out
After
about
school,
everything and
Elmo
thinks there's
is fine.
invisible bugs all over him that are trying to kill his grandma and his friends. Elmo's ready to be a good global citizen and just accept whatever insane ideology is pushed into his shattered psyche as he sits there wearing a muzzle like a dog, surrounded by his fellow dehumanized good global citizens. Yay, Elmo. Yay.
You will wear your mask like Cookie Monster. Don't worry, you can still eat cookies.
Okay, thank you so much. We appreciate that.